Am I the butthole for canceling Thanksgiving? I, 40 female, have hosted Thanksgiving for my family, husband, children, mother, siblings and their spouses, for the last 20 years. There was never an issue until my brother met his now wife Julie 5 years ago. Julie is very big into fad diets, Atkins, keto, South Beach, and every year she sends me a list of foods that she cannot eat and a list of things that she can. Last year I cooked her the exact keto foods that she wanted and she was upset the entire meal because my brother didn't want to eat it with her, so they fought at the table. Last week she sent me a text message that she is now on the fertility diet as they are starting IVF, and sent me another list of foods that she cannot eat and a planned menu for me to cook for her. I texted her back and told her that this year I was making one meal and one meal only, and she could either eat what was being served or bring her own food. She texted back and told me that I was being selfish and didn't care about her. My brother called me up the next day and asked if I was happy about ruining Thanksgiving and started to yell about how at their barbecue last summer they catered to my food allergies. I am deathly allergic to strawberries and have an EpiPen. I told my brother that this was not the same as a life-threatening food allergy, that this was dietary choice, and it changes every year. He called my mother, who told him that we all find it difficult to keep up with Julie's dietary needs and that if she wants special foods, she needs to bring them herself. Now my entire family is fighting with each other. My brother won't speak to me and my sil is posting nasty things about me on Facebook. I talked to my husband about this, and he said this was ridiculous high school bullcrap drama. He told me he would be fine canceling the whole meal and it just being our family. I agreed with him and sent everyone a text message. I told them that Thanksgiving at my house is cancelled. That I am serving Thanksgiving menu. If they want to come over and eat with us, they are welcome to do so. My sister is thrilled that I finally said something about it. She hosts Christmas dinner and is also tired of cooking extra meals. My mom, however, is upset that we are all fighting and thinks that I shouldn't have cancelled the meal. Now I am starting to feel guilty, but my husband and my son say that I need to stand my ground and not give in to Julie and my brother. So am I the butthole for canceling Thanksgiving? NTA. If you have made lifestyle choices, you're responsible for them. The host doesn't have to accommodate it. The comparison to deathly allergies is just stupid. Agree NTA. Plus the fact that original post is allergic to only one thing. An ingredient that isn't exactly difficult to leave out of dishes. Not only that, it's a fruit. A fruit isn't some kind of staple in a dish. Exactly. Not difficult to leave out of dishes. Hey man, there are strawberries in the fruit salad. Oh, thanks. I won't. It then proceeds to a happy family meal. I have chosen to only eat animals' fats and raw root vegetables. That's weird, but okay. Feel free to bring whatever you like. You must hate me and my family and wish we all had cancer. Ah. What? Just bring your own food if it needs to be specific. Entire family implodes. One of these is reasonable and the other is ridiculous. Okay, but how much strawberry is in the pulled pork? I'm wondering how much strawberry is in the mac and cheese? Because I'm in butthole, I put strawberries in everything, including the pumpkin pie. And who doesn't love strawberries in their coleslaw? You're the devil. Monster. It adds a nice zing to the green bean casserole, but now they're pink. Now I'm picturing the Monty Python but with strawberries. Web link. You could have the pulled pork. It hasn't got much strawberry in it. How much strawberry does it have? 3. Rather a lot, really. Edit. I apologize, that was from the Dead Bishop sketch. Huh. It might sound crazy, but I'd take that challenge. I use a little soda for my liquid when doing pulled pork. I find it gets better results than beer, and bet I could make something work with strawberries. Most barbecue sauces have a pretty significant amount of sugar too. I'm betting you could make something work with a little strawberry. Pulled pork, Dr. Pepper, brown sugar, what's this here sauce? This just reminded me of a recipe I've been meaning to try for a while. Lol. I love rhubarb barbecue sauce, don't knock it till you've tried it, and strawberry and rhubarb go so good together. Thanks for being the catalyst for me finally giving this a go. Edit. Just had a thought. Sorry, original post to post this delicious strawberry recipe here, true disrespect. Also not the butthole by anyone's account, sorry your sil is such a tool. Web link. Yup, I'm allergic to pineapple and a few types of melon. It's so easy to just avoid it without making a big fuss. Especially in a barbecue. Ah yes, the sacrifices he made not serving the traditional barbecue strawberry. NTA. Yes. It's almost always in the name of the dish. I'm allergic to rhubarb, and it's almost impossible to eat it on accident. Also, I'm Irish, not American, but unless they used hot sauce with strawberries, WTF would there be strawberries at a barbecue? Aha. I'm guessing maybe a dessert of some sort? We usually follow up with pies/cakes. But like someone else mentioned, it isn't difficult for original post to avoid that item. Plus, oftentimes you can just remove the strawberries from the recipe. There are plenty of dessert options. Sil is demanding a whole menu be catered towards her specific needs. Not necessarily. I'm deathly allergic to bananas, even the smell can trip me into anaphylaxis. If someone makes a dish with bananas, I can avoid it, yes. But if it's nearby other dishes, the smell could carry over and trigger a reaction in me. It's actually happened before. I'm not saying that's the case with op. I don't know. But as a devil's advocate, it's not always as easy as just not eating the dish when allergies are involved. Also, original post is definitely NTA. I know. I was going to mention it, that's why I said it's also easy to avoid using strawberries for baking in general. I have a friend who can go into anaphylaxis from smelling peanut butter, so I can see how scary that could be. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. I agree, the sister-in-law is the butthole. I would assume in a dessert or drink. But they could always be easily replaced or excluded altogether. Strawberry shortcakes for dessert, or fruit salad. At a lot of American BBQs, there's an assorted fruit tray, and strawberries are usually along with the other fruits unless you make one instead of buying at a store. Sides: strawberries and whipped cream or fruit salad. Summer salads often involve seasonal fruits. When Easter is late, we always have a spinach salad with strawberries and lemon dressing. It's really good. You see lots of berries at 4th of July picnics and BBQs. Maybe in a fruit salad or dessert, but that's about it. Strawberry daiquiris. Exactly. Most people can accommodate one thing, maybe even 3, depending on the food. But not an entire list of like 20 to 30 foods. I too have food allergies like op, but because my list is also around 20 items, yes, I have that many, I do not expect people to make my food. I bring it and ask everyone to be mindful of what they touch, yet I still feel like a jerk for even asking that much. No op, you're NTA. Keep standing your ground. People like your Sil make us look bad, which is extremely dangerous. Same, I recently acquired a ton of allergies during the last few years, and I'll ask what the food plan is and see if I can eat anything at all, and bring my own food. If you have to have something complicated and without common ingredients, it's just easier and safer for everyone to bring your own food. Same here. Was diagnosed with celiac 4 years ago. I always ask what the menu is and just bring something for myself if I can't eat anything the host is providing. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, if original post did have a list of allergies, it probably wouldn't be rude to ask them to bring their own dish. And as someone who did do a choice diet that wasn't the easiest to cook for, I made my own dinner and dessert for Thanksgiving that year. If sister-in-law wants other people to try her food, she should offer to host Thanksgiving, then she can make whatever she wants. Also, it's literally just one meal. She can skip her fertility meal one single time for a special occasion and it won't matter. If you decide to have strawberries just one time, you'll be dead. I'm doing lowish carb and low sugar right now because I'm pregnant, but you can bet I'm going to have some potatoes and pie for Thanksgiving. It won't do anything but skew my blood sugar a little high for a single day. Not a good look. I'm doing keto right now, and you will pry my chocolates and my mashed potatoes out of my cold dead hands on Christmas Day. Sure, I'll feel like garbage the next day, but hey, worth it. My mom does the FODMAP diet for bowel issues, and yep. She goes all out on Christmas and just spends the next day on the toilet. FODMAP, Foreign Object Damage Maximum Armor Penetration? That's a hell of a diet. Web link. I had turkey on Thanksgiving and didn't get pregnant, so basically original post killed my unconceived child. I hope you're happy, murderer. I also ate turkey on Thanksgiving and did not get pregnant. The fact that I am a man is entirely tangential. This may be a top 10 correlation does not equal causation of all time. We're laughing, but the sister-in-law seems like the type. NTA. You didn't cancel the meal as there's an open invite. You just canceled cooking a separate meal for Thanksgiving. If your mom is so upset, she can either A. host Thanksgiving herself, B. come over to your place and cook Julie's meal so the responsibility doesn't fall on you, the person who's already cooking a meal, or C. ask your brother and sister-in-law to host Thanksgiving so all of Julie's dietary wants can be met. This is what I came here to say: she didn't cancel, she just put her foot down. Definitely not the butthole and should not feel guilty. Yes. She basically just rephrased the whole "I'm making one meal and one meal only" thing. It's Schrodinger's Thanksgiving. It's neither cancelled, nor not cancelled. I wonder how her husband feels about it after advocating for a small nuclear family-only holiday this year. OP, I'm canceling Thanksgiving this year. Husband, no. That's not enough. I'm going for the nuclear option. It's Schrodinger's Thanksgiving. I love that. It's a pity I can upvote only once. She drew a line with giblets and stuffing. I am sure this will be unpopular, and not the butthole for op, but I thought this would be a very different post. Because it's a pandemic. Nobody in the US should be hosting large family gatherings. Yeah, I've been responding to things like this exactly this way. Basically, it's hard to judge the actual conflict because I'm so stunned people are doing this. But I don't think this sort of finger wagging goes over well, here or anywhere else really, even though you and I know the truth of it. With a group this size, there's no way to be sure everyone has been strictly quarantining. And if original post is 40, her mom is likely to be over 60, maybe even over 70, making this extra risky. What can you do? They're going to do what they want anyway. I hope they all manage to stay healthy. Yeah, if someone's decided to go full steam ahead despite what the numbers are, at this point, there's probably not much that can be said to them. But yes, it's an objectively horrible idea, especially given that members of this family are too selfish and or non-confrontational to take / enforce precautions. Hope Op's mother pulls through. I thought the same thing. I'm dealing with this exact scenario. I always host Thanksgiving, but I'm just not sure I want to have 15 people from different households in my home right now. I'm getting pressure from both sides, people looking forward to it and wanting me to host, and people saying it's a death sentence and I'm a bad person if I go through with it. Maybe I should post this laughing out loud. If you're not comfortable with it, don't host and don't feel bad. Look for an alternative if you can. My family is planning to do dinner with immediate family / household groups and then do a Zoom call while enjoying dessert together with the larger group. There are ways to connect without getting everyone in close quarters unmasked to eat if you feel uncomfortable with that. It's not the same, but better to give up this Thanksgiving and have many more to come than risk health and safety just to make this year's normal. I say don't do it. I just had a huge COVID scare over this summer and I wasn't even at the party. My SO's family love hosting big events. We went to a barbecue over the summer and no issues. So they then had another that I couldn't attend, but my SO did. It only took one sick person who thought it was just the flu to give half the family COVID. Luckily my SO never caught it, so I didn't, but 2 weeks later, we had to have a funeral for the person that gave it to all of us. The point is, don't risk it. The part of the family that got it showed no symptoms and they still got it. We were invited to a 10-person Thanksgiving this year, but decided to just have a dinner with my husband and I, and meet up with everyone via Zoom. This was my first thought on reading the post. There's a global pandemic currently happening and no one should be considering large family gatherings at this time. Especially in the USA. It's absolute madness. This should have been higher up. This should be top. COVID not a thing for op? Makes me question if the post is real. But then apparently a lot of Americans are pretending they're not dropping like flies. NTA, honestly, with COVID rates skyrocketing most everywhere, many state leaders are asking people to not hold Thanksgiving gatherings anyway. I know my state is back to urging gatherings of no more than 2 families and no more than 10 people period. I just go with canceling because of COVID, and be done with it. Thank you. No one should be hosting big Thanksgiving dinners because we are in the middle of a damn pandemic. At this rate, we will see 400,000 deaths by Christmas, and yet everyone acts like it's no big deal. December is going to be devastating. I think January is really going to hurt. That's when all the people who got together for Christmas or winter holidays will start showing signs of the virus. My prediction is that by January 31st, the US will be past 400,000 dead. And possibly, if people are really stupid this holiday season, we'll be closer to 500,000 dead. My county is encouraging people to not interact with anyone outside their immediate household, and the governor said, please, if you are going to gather for Thanksgiving, have everyone isolate for 10 days prior. We'll be home, just husband, myself, and our high-risk baby. I'm making an entire turkey for just us. The leftovers will be amazing. This is the comment I was looking for, and I can't believe I had to scroll as long as I did. Cancel Thanksgiving because over 1,000 people are dying a day. This is a non-issue for this year. Cancel because of COVID, and tell her that this is her warning for next year to make her own damn food. ESH. Same and same. My family just made the call to cancel last week, to my great and overpowering relief. None of this small gathering of 35. Socially distanced in my 1,200 square foot home, of course. Straight up completely cancelled. That this is even in question for anyone is shameful. Right. COVID should cancel it, not OPSIL. ESH. Don't have a Thanksgiving dinner with a bunch of people during a global pandemic. 1000% this. It's not just attendees at these gatherings who get sick. A wedding in Maine in August had only 62 attendees and has now led to the deaths of 8 people who did not themselves attend the wedding, just came into contact with attendees. To be honest, I thought this was going to be a post about COVID cancellation drama. IKR, I clicked because I thought it could help me let my mill know as tactfully as possible that we want her to live, so we can't see her. Yes. I'm upset how long it took to find this. We always go to see my husband's aunt and uncle at Thanksgiving. We're not this year. They're in an area that hasn't been hit too hard, but we don't want to risk bringing it to them. Now that my mom heard, she's trying to get us to come there, but I said no. My brother's family is already going, and there's just no way to distance with all of us there. I'll do dinners with just my parents, separate tables in the same room, but even that makes me a bit worried. Nobody should be doing big family get-together this year. For Thanksgiving or Christmas. It sucks and I'm bummed, but I'm doing my part and you should too. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.